Good evening, everybody. Welcome again to Wolfnet Radio podcast. We are coming to you live from the Battle Barn in Martinsville, Indiana. Sorry for the loud noise. We are doing our very first Alpha Strike draft tournament. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. So, what we have here is we have 16 players, 3 blind mech boxes per player. And so what they did is they all sat down.
The 4 pieces of terrain that each individual person has, you pick 2, and the other 2 go
Sorry,
off the
folks.
side of the
I've
table.
got to be back. I'll be right back. Hold on one second. Oh, nope, never mind. All right. So what we have here is we have 2 players, or we have 16 players. They all drew 3 random mech boxes. They opened one, decided if they wanted to keep it or not, passed to the left if they didn't, keep it if they wanted, and they passed their empty box to the left. We have a group of 16, so we had pods where they all drafted in the circle, and eventually everyone ends up with 3 mechs randomly drawn out of a blind box. Then what happens is they have to take those mechs and create a 150-point army. And with that 150-point army, they are allowed to use the pilot cards that come with that mech. So with that mech is also a pilot, and they can also use the pilot abilities of that named pilot. And so all of those add up to points, and players cannot exceed 150 points. So what we have here is we're playing on a 36 by 22 inch map. There are 4 pieces of terrain per board. Players are allowed to place their mechs within 2 inches of the hex edge. It is a 30-minute clock. Brutal blind box battle. It is going to be awesome. We have Steve on the left, Sean on the right. I'm currently getting their information put in here right now, so if you will bear with me here 1 second. I am trying to get everyone's information in here, and then we will go over what everybody's got and what they're running. It's going to be awesome. I am super excited about this. This is the very first ever Alpha Strike draft. It is it's going to be a lot of fun. So strap in, because this is going to be super cool. Has the time started, Topa? Not yet. Okay, good. Like I said, it all comes down to blind luck. What you get in your boxes is what you have to play with. It's a very, very interesting format. Fast, fun. It is going to be just mayhem for 30 minutes. Now I'm trying to figure out how to spell piranha. There we go. Thanks, spell check. So I am just figuring this, or finishing this out here a second. I will get this all updated. 18.
All right. I want to say thank you guys for play testing this. You guys are helping me out get ready for tomorrow. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Here goes the first round.
And we are getting started. The time has started. It's away. Everyone's set. The terrain is set. This is awesome. As soon as I can get my stuff set, then we would all be great. Which we're getting there, folks. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Now everything's looking good. You'll have to forgive me. I have been using the stream element stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm familiar with it, but every once in a while it throws me a curveball. So just give me 1 second here, and I will have all the information, and then we will get to commentating as soon as we can. I will be calling the game here from, once again, we are in Martinsville, Indiana, at the Battle Barn. Having a great time. We just got done, if you guys haven't checked out, we just ran a huge Alpha Strike battle, so that was a lot of fun. It's a good time had by all. And save. All right, so now you guys have the information up there. I gotta do some info. Oh, nope, I need to do it on this thing. There we go. Settings. Okay, save. All right, so like I said, we've got Steve on the left, Sean on the right. If it's different for you guys, I apologize. Some reason this is not looking like what it is on mine, so I have to figure that out. But so Steve's got an Axeman, and he pulled the Adam Steiner Pilot Skill 2 pilot out of there. So so he was able to take the Adam Steiner Axeman 1N out of Pilot Skill 2 for 50 points. And then he also picked a Thug, or drew a Thug, drafted a Thug is what I should say, and he drafted a Mongoose. So he is rocking right now 145 points, while his opponent, Sean Goolsby, got really lucky, pulled a Night Star, Shelly Brubaker. I believe she is a Pilot Skill 1 and has the pilot ability Lucky. And I believe one more. I'll have to try to find out what it is, but she is a whopping 85 points. Yes, I will get to Schism here in a second, but just want to go down Sean's list. He's got a Night Star, Shelly Brubaker, 85 points, rounding it out with a Hellhound 3, 40 points, and a Piranha, 25 points, for a total of 150. This is going to be... Shelly Brubaker adds 30 PV just for her pilot skill and pilot abilities alone. So it is pretty crazy. So looks like we are all ready to get rolling some dice. This is exciting. I'm really, really happy. This is a brainchild of James Topa. So we've got Topa here, Catalyst, we got Andrew. Boy, just to go down the list, we got Bourbon Ben, Cyclones in here, Tommy, Silent Sea Raven, Bob, Matt, Mario, Tom Bovey. We've got Charles Gideon's here, the illustrious Bushido, Kevin Dub, Kevin Witt's here from Camel Specs. We've got a full house. We have 16 players in this very first draft. So I can tell you right now, I got goosebumps because this looks like a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So strap in. We are going to be bringing you every round of the whole thing, play by play. What we got. Looks like we already got some damage going. So I'm going to hop over and see. Let's try out our different cams here. See how this is going. See that Night Star automatically taking some cover, as well as the Thug hiding in those trees. Instant action. We are not wasting any time here. Looks like there's one damage going there. I'm going to have to go check who that is. I'm going to go, I'll tell you what, I'll probably do a damage profile when we get to the initiative phase. But like I said, folks, this is 24 minutes. So 24 minutes in Alpha Strike goes by in the blink of an eye. So this is going to be fast-paced, a lot of fun. Going to see a lot of games tonight. I don't know how many rounds we're going for, but I think this is going to be a wild good time. So let's see if I can't make these guys a little. Let's try to darken those up a little bit. There we go. Let's go 65. That looks good. Image 2. We're already getting some hoots and hollers, so like I said, lots of probably really good shots coming through. Let's make that a little better. If you guys have any questions, throw them in the chat. I will try to answer them as best as I can. Again, remember, this is the very first one we've ever done, so we are we're testing this out. We're going to see how good this rolls. If you have questions and I can't answer them, I know the guy who can. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Looks like Steve is firing back at the. I want to say that's got to be the Night Star. So the Night Star looks like it's taking some damage already. Thug looks like it's taken a little beating already. So this is going to be very interesting. I'm going to try to go sneak over and see if I can't see who's getting shot here. I'll be right back. Well, actually, I can probably just walk over.
Looks like it misses one.
Okay, so it looks like the Night Star just got hit again. It's got 4 armor left. Thug looks like it's got 1 armor left on it. Axeman took 1 damage. And the Mongoose is set to fire on the... I would assume Mongoose is going to go for one of the little guys over there. Kind of looks like that's what it's going to do. So let's see if we can't get a little closer angle. Mongoose looks like it got behind Steve's Piranha, so that is right away. That's going to be a back shot. That's going to be a +1 dice to roll for a back shot there. So that'll be interesting. That Mongoose throwing 3 damage, but it looks like it was a bad roll. So it doesn't look. Looks like he got away with one there. So I'm going to go deliver these back to the guys, and I'll be right back.
I will re-roll at this time.
So if you guys have seen, they rolled initiative, and good old Adam Steiner has Tactical Genius. So once per round, that ability allows him to re-roll the initiative and take that result instead. Doesn't look like it worked, though, because Sean still won initiative. But that is a pretty good pilot ability for Adam Steiner's Axeman. So that's going to be pretty powerful, I think. So that's going to be pretty cool. When it comes already down to 20 minutes left on the clock. 20 minutes. So 10 minutes just has gone by in a blink of an eye. We're on turn 2. The Thug has taken a pretty good beating. The Night Star has taken all that has 3 to 4 armor left. It looks like Sean's trying to decide if he's going to stay and try to get the best shot he can to pump all of its damage into that mech. Well, looks like he's going to try to get that movement modifier, so he's going to move the required 1 inch just to give himself a little bit more defensive against Steve's 3 mechs. Oh, but that Mongoose is not having any of it. Immediately moving right next to that Night Star. He knows that this is all about time. I don't think he is too concerned about giving up his mongoose standing right next to that Night Star. He is going to put the damage into the Night Star, hope that his Mongoose's 3 TMM is going to keep him alive. So that will be interesting. It's also a good move because now the Night Star has another target. He should be focusing on that thug and bringing it down, taking that gun off the board. But it's going to be, like I said, the Piranha moves in right on that Mongoose. Not wasting any time. He said, not on my big boy. So, looks like we could have some light mech on light mech action. Right there in the corner, you can see we got a little bit of a little conga line going on there. Oh, and Adam Steiner is walking out in the open, jumping, fires the jump jets, lands right in the middle of the field, and says, "I am here, hear me roar." And he is going to try to pump in as much damage as he can into that Night Star. I think Steve's got a good strategy going on here. He's got to try to get that Night Star down. That Night Star is a beast.
Nice. Rotbar, I'm going to disposition
That Night Star is chucking out 6 damage at short range, 6 damage at medium range, and it's a pilot skill 1 mech, so it is going to hit you, and it's going to hit you hard. So, just like that, we are getting into firing phase. Again, these rounds are going super fast. So, this is fast-paced, no wasting time. Ooh, that doesn't look like it was a good roll. I think he just said those red dice are cursed. But looks like the Night Star took another 2 damage, it looks like. Night Star is down to 1 armor left. 1 armor. Ooh, there's a 10. Oh, that looks like 2 misses. So he really needed another hit there to get internal, get those criticals rolling on that Night Star because it's got so much structure too. Steve's got to talk to his dice here a little bit and get those babies rolling a little hotter. I take that back, folks. That Night Star only has 4 structures, so that bad roll right there really, really hurt. If those 2 other misses would have hit, oh, that looks like that could spell the end. That's a 7. That's a lot of 7s. If he needed 7s, that Night Star's done. 1, 2. Ooh, it looks like he needed a little more than a 7. 8. Is that going to do it? Oop, he's got a crit coming on here. Looks like a weapon hit is coming onto the Night Star. So it is not down. It's got a weapon hit. Weapon hit adds a +1 next turn to any weapons hit reduces 1 damage value at short, medium, and long range from the Night Star. So originally that Night Star is a 6.64, I believe. It'll go down to a 5.53. So that's a pretty mild crit to go on something as scary as a Night Star. It's still going to throw a lot of dice. So looks like Sean really needed to take that down. This could be brutal. Steve really needed to take Sean's Night Star down. This could be brutal for him because the Thug is probably going to go down. He needs 1, 2, 3, I think 4 5s to hit. So he got 3 hits out of that. So he needed a little more than that. So it looks like Thug's got some movement. He also needed a 6 or 7. 3 hits going with the Thug. That is easily structure. Or did he go to the Axeman? He might have fired on the Axeman. So that weapons fire came from the Piranha into the Mongoose. put 2 hits on the mongoose. I was going to say that he rolled pretty well. Must have been a high modifier for that mongoose. 1, 2, 3. I think he needs some pretty low numbers here to hit that thug. That's a lot of dice. That's 6 dice coming the thug's way. I think they all hit. I think he needed 4s. I think he needed 4s to hit. Those all hit. That thug is down. Not even a chance. Don't even bother. Oh, he's got 1 structure left. Oh. Wow, the thug has 1 structure left. And Sean rolls a 5 on the critical hit table, which is no critical. So that is huge. That thug is going to live 1 more round. That means it's got his guns for next round. That is not what Sean wanted to see at all. Okay, so it looks like Sean's got he's got a Hellstar or a Hellhound left. He's got to make a decision here. Is he going to shoot at the back of the Axeman, or is he going to try to take a shot at that thug and put him down? Oof, you got to take that thug off the board. That is going to be a problem. I know Adam Steiner is a pilot skill 2, but that thug is 65 points. If you can get 65 points, that's huge. So I would 100% go for the thug. That bad boy's got to go down. So I would, if I was a bet man, I think he's throwing him at the thug. Yep. Oh, he's splitting fire here. Oh, this is a little gamble here. It looks like he's going to do primary on the thug, which will be a regular shot. White Fox, good to see you. Thanks for joining the show. There's 12 minutes left in this round. The Hellhound is splitting its fire between the thug and the mongoose. So it looks like he is going to try to go for the double whammy, take both of them out in 1 shot. Oh. So the thug goes down, but it looks like nothing else hit. Well, he did what he needed to do. He got the thug off the board at his 65 points. I think that thug is chucking 4 or 5 dice at medium range. So that is what needed to happen. That is the end of turn 2. Thug is off the board. 65 points goes to Sean. But that Night Star is hurting. It has got 2 or 3 structure left. So, and a weapon hit. The mongoose survived, which is going to be a pain in the butt. That thing can move. The Axeman has got a little bit of battle on it, but not much. And it can jump, so it can move pretty well. How's drafting? Okay, so for those of you just joining, the quick rules for the draft. We have 16 players here. Each player randomly picked 3 blind mech boxes, and we're divided into pods of 6, I think. 2, 6. Yep. So they were divided into pods of 6. 12. 2 pods of 6 and 1 pod of 4, I believe. Right, we have 18 players. Oh, I'm sorry. We have 18 players. 18 players here tonight. So we had 3 pods of 6. What you do is you open your first box. You choose if you want to keep it or pass it. If you decide to keep it, you give your next blind box to the person to the left, and then within your pod you pass all the boxes until everyone's opened them and kept that mech, and so then you end up with 3 random mechs, and you go through and you have to try to get to 3 pods of 6. Yes, sorry. You have to get to 150 points with the 3 mechs that you have. You can purchase the pilot cards that come with that mech and the abilities that come with that mech, but it comes at a cost. For instance, Steve is running the Adam Steiner Axeman. That definitely added some points onto a standard Axeman, but he got a Pilot Skill 2 pilot out of it. Sean got a Night Star, Shelly Brubaker, and she has Lucky and another Pilot Skill, and she's a Pilot Skill 1. So she's a whopping 85 points. Now, what's interesting here is if Steve can manage to take out that Night Star, the point total will swing towards Steve because obviously 85 points is more points than his Thug. So this will be very, very interesting to see how this goes. I don't remember who won initiative, but it looks like the Hellhound of Sean moved, and he's going to kind of camp on that edge of the map. The Axeman has a decision. Is he going to push forward and just, yep, looks like he's going to. Now, the question is he going to jump or not? He's got to get as much defense modifier on it as he can. He's a Pilot Skill 2 pilot, so it's not too bad. The Night Star stayed. He is going to try to, oh, he didn't jump. Oh, no, I think that could come back to bite Steve. You really want to try to get as much of a defensive modifier as you can. That Night Star is still going to throw 5 dice at medium range, even with that weapon hit. Looks like we're firing. Yep, here he goes. He's going to try to take out the Axeman. Unless he's going for the Mongoose. I'm not sure. 6s to hit. Oh, he missed. He's got 3 hits. Oh, he needs 7s to hit. Oh, he missed. Oh, no, he missed. Oh, my. I think he went for the Mongoose. I think the Night Star tried to go for the Mongoose. And it's another 5. Another no crit. Oh, my goodness. Sean cannot buy a critical hit. Oh, my goodness. He's been trying to take that Mongoose down. Oh, this is going to be interesting because that Axeman is going to be able to do enough damage to that Night Star to take it off the board. Yep, he is trying to go all in on that Mongoose. He knows he has to take it out because that will give him the edge. If he took the Thug out, that's 65. He takes that Mongoose out, it's going to be 95 points. And Steve is desperately trying to take out that Night Star, so it'll be a 10-point game if it ends. There's only 6.5 minutes left in the round, so this could get really, really close. Steve has got a Mongoose 66. He pulled a Mongoose out of his box. I don't know if he kept it or if it was one that he had to take, but he definitely drafted it. So some of these players get stuck at the end of the 3 rounds. Once they run out of the 3rd box that they can't move on, they get stuck with that mech. So you're really only guaranteed to pick your first mech. So this looks interesting. This is 1, 2, 3. So this. So the Hellhound, aka Conjurer, thanks White Fox, looks like it's going to split its fire. Oh, nope, this is from the Night Star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, you're right. He's got 1 hit down. So it would be an automatic still thank you for reminding me.
So I just had to do a little judging there. He forgot the Night Star had a weapon hit, so he's only able to roll 5 damage. So those weapon hits are always kind of tricky, even though he's got the bead there to symbolize it. It's still kind of tricky. So it looks like he did take the Mongoose down, though. Because I think with he stayed, so it's a -1 to hit. She already has a 1 pilot skill, so it looks like all he had to do was roll twos in order to. So that's an automatic hit. Oh, sorry, missed it. Oh, I missed the roll. It looks like an 8, so that's going to be a weapon hit again. But I don't think the Axeman cares about the weapon hit. He is just desperately trying to take that Night Star down, and it's got to go down. Okay, here we go. Steve has got to take it down. So looks like the Mongoose is going to fire at the Night Star. This could do it. I think he's only got 2 structure left. Oh. Looks like the Night Star goes down. Yep, Night Star is. Oh no. He's rolling 6 is another weapon hit. So he's got. Night Star's got 1 structure left. 1 structure. Yep. He's got to pick a target here. He has not. I don't think he's fired on the Piranha or the Hellhound. The Hellhound has 2 damage on it. That is it. So that is not enough to take it down. So he is going to try to split some fire here, but there's 3 minutes in the left of the round. So if he can get his firing off, I think you are allowed to finish the round you're on if you make it to the next round. So he should probably. I don't think he can see a time clock, but he should probably try to hurry up because the clock is ticking, and he needs to get these shots off in order for him to make it to the next round to maybe take out another mech. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, so he's gonna go 1 damage at the Night Star. 1 damage at the Night Star. Oh, nope. Night Star's going down. There's 85 points. Oh, there's a 12. I wonder if he's firing that at the Hellhound. 12 is a natural 12. Gives you an automatic crit. So the Night Star's down. And the Hellhound was the victim of that. The last 3 dice from the Axeman. And Hellhound's only got one armor left on it, so they did make it to the round. Okay, so this is going to be huge. It's a Hellhound and a Piranha versus a lonely Axeman. So it's gonna be tricky. If he is able to take out that Hellhound, he'll win. But he's got to keep the Axeman alive too, because the Axeman's 50 points. So not sure if they know the math or the situation, but it looks like Sean's going to try to get as much cover as he can. Ooh, interesting move. He's not going to go in the trees. Oh, it looks like he is going to move. Oh, yep, he is going to edge both of his mechs, so there's no chance of the Axeman getting behind him. He's going to force the Axeman to come to him, and I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if the Axeman survives. That'll be interesting, but he's got to take the Hellhound down as well. So yeah, it'll be interesting. So we'll see where the Axeman's going to go. If he's going to try to take some cover and maybe save some points. Oh, okay. Very interesting. How'd you do, Cyclone?
I won.
She won. Cyclone is 1-0. I know a lot of you out there are Cyclone fans. Let us know how you feel in the chat, or what do you think about this whole draft thing. It is fast. It is quick. It could be very interesting. So, okay, so that is the official call for time. It is the end of the game. Oh my goodness, Sean has rolled another 5 for crits. He cannot roll a critical to save it. This is amazing. My goodness. So Sean whiffs on yet another chance for a critical hit. I don't think he killed anything though. I think these shots are just being fired either in the dirt or in the trees. This is just a hope that something can go. The Axeman obviously is staying still. Oh, that's a bad roll. Ooh, I think he got one. That's all he needed. Well, I think that was his last armor. That is the end of the round. I believe Sean is going to win that game. That was fun. Wow, that was fun. 30 minutes of madness. So, it'll be interesting to see if they do count crippled mechs for half the points. I'm not sure. Andrew, are they? Andrew, they're counting cripple damage? Are they counting cripple damage or no?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Cripple damage is part of victory conditions.
So they are counting crippled damage. So if a mech, here we go. Oh, look, I got the rules.
No, you just ask. I can help.
If I just asked.
Love you, brother.
I think I've been doing pretty good, but let's see, where is the cripple damage? I should know it by heart, but yeah, they need to put cripple damage in here. The opposing players crippled PB outside of their appropriate. So basically, if a mech has half of its structure gone, it is considered crippled. So, or if it's immobile or any other immobilized effects, and if it is a crippled mech, you do get half of the PV from that mech. So, but I don't think either one of Sean's mechs are crippled. The Axeman was fine. I think it just had armor gone. So I think Sean won this one pretty close. Like I said, it's 95 points to 85 points. So Sean, I think, won by 10 points. I will be back real quick to see what the final tally is. Okay, everybody, we're back. Still waiting on the final point totals. I will hopefully get those here soon. But sounds like it was a rousing success all the way down the line. A lot of people had fun. It went really fast. So we will see how it goes. I mean, this again.
Hey, who's playing a crossbow, cataphract, and fire falcon? Why don't you put your name on there?
Remember, everybody, put your name on the sheets for the.
Teacher, I'll tell you the player.
Ben,
how'd you do?
Oh, yeah.
Cyclone smoked you, didn't she?
I wouldn't say it was a smoking.
Pretty close.
It was pretty close. It came down the end.
Oh, well, that's good.
My Tukina and her Crockett and a Spider.
Oh, wow.
Both the Crockett and the Spider had internal.
Oh, wow.
Crockett was running a fire hit.
And the fire went too.
Running 2 fire hits.
Spider with 2 fire control hits. That is not good.
Well, it was a skill 1. It was a skill 1.
Skill 1 Spider?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And then at the end I had, okay, wait, 2, 2. So that's 7.
He's running 7 to short.
We were in short range, that's 8 because of his 2.
Oh my goodness.
So it's 8 on like 2 prison dice.
Wow. Wow. Looks like really tight games all the way up and down the line here.
To be fair, I killed her guillotine with a headshot the first round. And that was the end of my dice luck.
First round, Ben took out Cyclones with a headshot. Took out her guillotine with a headshot the first turn, and he said his dice went cold from then. So, oh well, that's how dice go. All right, looks like we're still trying to get official rulings here. I'm pretty gonna say Sean is definitely the winner. So let's see if we can't get a graphic that says winner. Oop, I need a better one than that. Nope, not that one. Oh, there we go. I like that one. White Fox, I like this thing way too much. We will, sounds perfect. Yep, upload that bad boy. Set image. Where is it? Oh, it didn't upload. Upload. Select file. Oh, that's right. I always got it down here. What do you got there, Mario? Oh, there we go. All right, let's save it. Let's see if it works. Yes. Oh, there we go. Sean is the winner. I like it. It's a little big for me, but let's see if we can't shrink it down a little bit. How about that? There we go. All right. Learning new things here at the Wolfnet Radio podcast every day. So, Sean is the winner. Congratulations, buddy. That one was close. Like I said, a couple of different shots one way. He definitely gave Steven out because he could not get a crit to save his life. I think he rolled 5 5s in a row when it came to criticals. So, very interesting. Again, if you guys have any questions in the chat, please go ahead and throw them in the chat, and I will try to, now that I have the official rules here, I will try to answer any questions you guys have. Again, it's pretty super Pretty simple rules here. It looks like it's a lot of fun. It goes really fast. 30 minutes, again, is not a lot. But that's the great thing about Alpha Strike is things go boom real fast. So, all right, we've got next pairing here. So I'm going to let you guys go for a second, and we will get to you here soon. I don't think it's going to take very long for us to get going. So we will be right back. ladies and gentlemen, we are back with round 2. We have an exciting match for you. We have Wolfnet's very own Cyclone and Wolfnet's very own Mr. Brood, also podcaster on the Armored Up Origins Battle Mechs Armored Up podcast. So strap in, get ready. This is going to be a good one. Both players are 1-0. So this is going to be interesting. Cyclone's running a Spider 7M, and I have personal knowledge that Spider has a pilot skill of 2. She's got a Guillotine, Crockett to round out the list. Brute is rocking a Kingfisher, a Summoner Prime, and a Crab 27B. So that is interesting. This could be quite the match. I'm gonna go over. Again, Brute's 150 total. Cyclone's 149. So 1 point split into 2 of them. Not that big. Yep, I put that song on there for you, just for you, White Fox. So
Everybody deploy.
looks like.
Get it there. Okay.
Oop. I was gonna say. I thought they were gonna.
See that?
That's awesome.
They're illegal, but
I was gonna say we're about ready to get started with the timer, but not quite yet.
For victory condition 1, victory condition is your opponent's destroyed PD. Okay?
I'm gonna go tell him right now.
Two has 2 parts. The first part is your surviving PD minus being crippled, any of your own crippled units. Okay? Surviving minus crippled.
Can you restart? They're talking too loud.
Okay. So, listen up! Listen up. Alright, so victory condition 1 is all destroyed units, your opponent's destroyed units. Okay? Victory condition 2 is 2 parts. Your surviving units minus your own crippled units. Okay? The other part of that is your opponent's crippled units outside their home edge. Oh yeah. Okay, does that clarify it? I did want to have a copy of the rules for everybody. The sheets don't have enough room to write that in. Okay? So it will be there. So one of the very first things that I will make sure I do tomorrow is have a copy of the rules for each table tomorrow. So, like I said, you guys are giving me a learning experience for tomorrow, so that way it moves a little bit slower. I appreciate the time that you guys are putting into this. You're welcome. It'll be $40. I take eBay, I take PayPal, Venmo, and then victory condition 3 is however many points you get that you accrue during the game in your opponent's home edge. Okay? So we are all clear on that, right? All right, since everybody's set, go ahead and start round 2. Yes, sir.
All right, we have started round 2. All right, everybody. Again, this is going to be a pretty big battle, so hopefully everybody's watching. We've got pretty good stream going on so far. I think this is a rousing success. Not sure how many viewers we have, but it looks like a lot of fun, so strap in. This is going to be a good one. Again, both players are 1-0 in the tournament format. You get paired off with similar 1-0s, so we've got, looking at the leaderboard right now, it's looking pretty good right now. So, again, obviously, half the table is 1-0, the other half is 0-1. Little known fact, Brute gave Cyclone her nickname after she went through. No, she did not. He did not give her. I gave her nickname at the very first Curl Sisters A Go-Go, I believe. I was not paying attention because I was trying to watch the Iowa State Cyclones, and she kept making fun of me, so I deemed her Cyclone. So, little backstory there. The Apprentice and the Master. Ooh, question, White Fox. Who is the Apprentice and who is the Master? That is a good question. I'm going to have to go change my, well, let's just see if the other cameras are going to pick him up. Oop, I'm going to have to move some cameras here. It looks like he decided to sneak his little mech all the way back, so I will be right back. There we go. Hopefully I can. Oh, God darn it. There we go. Hopefully I got that fixed. Let's transition our way back over. See. Well, that's going to work. There we go. Now I can get everybody in frame. All right. All right, so the crab sprinted. Oh, is that a crab? Yeah, the crab sprinted all the way out there. That is interesting. Looks like he's trying to stay out of the firing range there. Over in the corner. Oh, I got to do all kinds of work here. Apparently this one's brought to you by you, so. All right, let's see how that works out. Okay, let's go back to the big screen. All right, so if you notice, Brute's crab is way in the lower left-hand corner. I'm not quite sure what he's planning on doing to that guy. He's turning's coming along. Hey, everything's going really, really well right now. There's 24 minutes left in a 30-minute round. This is the very first Alpha Strike draft, where players pick 3 blind Battletech mech boxes. They open one up, determine if they like it or not. If they don't like it, they pass it to the person to their left. If they do like it, they pass the next box over and take whatever's left from the person to their right. So each player really has to put together a 150-point army without really knowing what they're going to get. So strategies are changing on the whim. So this is going to be very, very interesting to see how this game is going to play out. Right now we've got Brute's Kingfisher and his Summoner Prime kind of taking cover from that hill there. Unfortunately, I can't quite see what's at the top there. What do we got at the top? So Cyclone has her Crockett and her Guillotine doing the same thing, taking cover from that little hill up there. Apologies for a little bit of the glare. I got 3 cameras on one little tiny map, so trying to get everything in focus. But don't forget that crab is just to the lower left of your screen, right on the edge of the map. Let's see if I can pick him up with the other camera here. No, not going to get him on that one either, but she is definitely going to move out. Oh, there goes the spider. Spider's an evil little mech. It can jump just about anywhere it wants to. So it's going to take cover. It's going to get right there. So you can see it's definitely going to go for that Kingfisher Brutes. I'm going to go get some statistics here for you. I'll be right back. All right, so this is going to be interesting because this is going to be a battle of not a lot of heavy hitters. I think the Kingfisher is sitting in a 5.50 stat line for short, medium, and long range. So that is the biggest hitter on the board. The Summoner Prime has a 4.41, I believe. Crab's got a 3.30. The Spider does 2.20. Her Guillotine is throwing four dice at medium range. And her Crockett is also throwing 4, I believe, at medium range. But it looks like we got some damage already being dealt here. Looks like
3 damage on the Crockett.
With that there, you're 10.
Looks like Cyclone's Guillotine has taken a lot of damage on the armor. I think it's got 1 armor left. The Crockett just took 3 damage as well. So early damage going to Brute right away. Hey, Vandal, no problem. We're going to be, I think we're streaming 4 rounds tonight, 4 or 5 rounds. It'll be, depending on how many, we have 18 players in this draft. 18 players. Again, I want to give a big shout out to Aries Games and Miniatures for providing the blind boxes for the draft tonight. Big shout out to him. Thank you very much for doing all this and giving us the opportunity to do this. I think this is going to be a rousing success. So looks like Cyclone's trying to throw some damage back from the upper corner there. I still can't quite seem to get a good camera angle there. We will try to. Sorry for the bad camera quality here, folks. No crit. The 5s are popular on stream. No crits are being dealt. Looks like the Spider's taking a shot. Ooh, that could be 2 damage. 1. Just 1 damage. That's a crit, though. That Kingfisher is taking a beating. He's sponsored by Yoo-Hoo. Yeah, it is. She's definitely rocking the Yoo-Hoo. There is 20 minutes left in the round. Kingfisher is taking a beating. The Crockett is taking a beating. They are going after the big mechs really, really well here right now. I think they're both on their last legs, trying to get some. I don't know what's going on there, but we're going to try to fix some cameras here for a second for you guys. So please bear with me for a second. Sorry about this. I don't know what's going on. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. I think I got it all fixed now, so it's nice that they finally moved their stuff into range here. Yes, 15-minute rounds. It is very fast. It is throw the damage out, move, throw the damage out, move. It's a lot of high-paced stuff going on here. It's very interesting. So it looks like the spider just messed with everything. The spider, I do know, is a pilot skill 2, so that would have been 2, 4, 5, 6. She needed 2, 4, 6s to hit. Looks like she missed, so that is a bad roll on the spider's part. She's looking. Both assaults are definitely damaged. The guillotine jumped. Try to keep that TMM up so it can survive a little bit here. I know the damage is being dealt quite a bit, so let's see if we can get another damage outcome here. Alright, so the Summoner Prime's got no armor left. The Kingfisher hasn't been touched. I don't know why they've been... So I apologize, everybody. The Kingfisher has not even been touched yet. Looks like she's trying to burn down whatever is the best shot, which in a fast-paced game like this, you got to pick a target and you got to go after it real hard. So it is interesting to see her strategy, whether it's playing out or not. As you can see here, everybody's taking cover, so looks like Brute's rolling some dice. course, more damage. More damage coming through. It doesn't look like Cyclone's going to survive this one. She is getting trounced, I think. Kingfisher is almost untouched. The Summoner Prime looks like it was her primary target. And looks like the guillotine has gone down even with her jumping modifier. That was 4 damage, I think, from the Kingfisher. Took it out. So that is an early lead for Brute. That's going to be... Yeah, I don't think... I think Brute's dice are getting real hot. Well, that is not a good initiative roll. Looks like Cyclone's on the ropes right now, but she still has a spider, still has a Crockett. Brute right now is up 44 points to 0. That Crockett does still do some pretty good damage. And if that spider is able to jump behind anything, it will get an extra attack dice in the rear arc. So it looks like it's going to be a very, very interesting match. We will see how this goes, because right now she's gonna have to try to play the defensive game with that Crockett. Jumped. Oh, wait, she might be rethinking that one. She jumps, she gets an automatic +2 for her firing. She might want to walk this one just to get some damage out there. The Crockett will still have a +2 to hit just because it's got partial cover from the hill and it's got a 1 TMM. That crab can move 10 inches. It looks like Brute is just going to power that crab in there. It just doesn't even matter. Is it going to get in the rear? It's not going to get in the rear arc, doesn't look like. Let's see if we can get a better angle at it. I don't think it got into the rear arc, but from here... Ooh, it did. It was able to get behind that Crockett's rear arc, so she will not be able to shoot the crab, but I don't think she's worried about shooting the crab. I think she needs to burn down one of those bigger mechs. That's got to be her goal right now. She does have that spider, and that thing can move just about anywhere at once. I think she needs to focus on that Summoner Prime. The Summoner Prime, I think, only has 1 armor left. She's been having a tough rolling day. She's got to get that spider into the fight, take down that summoner, get it back to a 2 mech to 2 mech battle. Ooh, I don't know if that was the right move. I don't think that crab has any damage on it. Well, it's got 2. Crab's got 2 armor damage on it. That summoner has got no armor. That Kingfisher is not even touched. Meanwhile, her Crockett also only has 2 damage on it. So both assault mechs are doing pretty good. The spider is untouched. That was just an unfortunate turn before this. Her spider just couldn't roll anything. So, yep, I think that's the right move. Brute is using the jumping jets on that summoner to try to get as good a defensive model as he can. Doesn't look like anything hit. That's going to be tough. So the terrain is each person gets 4 pieces of terrain, which it doesn't look like they put on. So whether they are only going with 4 pieces of terrain, or it looks like each table only has 4 pieces of terrain. Originally, I thought each player had 4 pieces of terrain to put on, so there would be 8, but I'm wondering if this is because this is the first time. We're just kind of feeling it out. like I said, there's only 30 minutes, and there's only 8.5 minutes left in this clock. So too much terrain could cause too much hiding, I suppose, and that is not the point of this. This is to get in each other's faces and throw some dice, mark some damage. So it looks like Cyclone just realized there's only 8 minutes left, but there's enough there. She can. Uh-oh. Rogue dice. Looks like 3 damage has gone through to the Crockett. That's not going to be great. Again, the Crockett has been hit a little bit, so I'm guessing there's about 4 to 5 damage, probably 5 or 6 damage on that Crockett. That doesn't have a lot of armor left. 7 for a roll in initiative. Ooh, she finally won initiative. This is a huge turn for Cyclone. This means that her spider is now going to be able to go, well, that was a good move by the crab, but she's not going to be able to run the board. I would not be moving that spider right now. If she wanted to, she could turn both of those. She could turn the Crockett around, get some defense from that hill and the TMM, and get a full shot on that crab at short range, do some damage, but looks like she's looking at backing away. I don't know if that's a good move. I think I would commit everything I could to that. The Summoner Prime went down. That's huge. She took it down, so you got him on the ropes. He split. Oh, I think that's a missed opportunity. I think that spider and the Crockett could have done some serious damage to that crab. I think that went badly. I don't know if that was the right move. We'll see. Again, that spider's awfully hard to hit. We're down to a kingfisher and a crab versus a Crockett and a spider. So definitely some damage out there. Could definitely swing either way, but Brute also has to try to. Oh, she sprinted with the spider. She's trying to set up her next turn is what she's doing. She didn't jump at that spider either, so that could turn out and cost her. I don't know what she's. The sprint is interesting. I understand she doesn't want anything to get behind her, but there was nothing to get behind her. For those of you who are wondering about that, that is very own Wolfnet podcast co-hosts Matthew the Bloodbath Barons and Charles Gideon playing each other on the third table. So it looks like that is coming down to a pretty good battle as well. So hopefully we'll get one of those on stream. Brute is up here firing right now. Looks like got 2 damage on the spider. Oh. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call a headshot on a spider. Spider goes down due to a headshot, and it doesn't even get to fire because it sprinted. Again, not sure if that was the right move. It had the jumping jets. It probably could have sat back there with the Crockett and beat up on that crab, but unfortunately, that's the way the dice go. Headshots. If you could do headshots every time, that would be great. But you never know when they're going to show up. So we're going to have some crab shooting at the Crockett. Looks like that did some damage. No crit though, just armor. Okay, we got Cyclone retaliating here with the Crockett. Looks like we're going to have 4 dice. I'm not sure what the pilot skill is, but we're probably looking at 9s. Probably looking at 9s. Oh, she's looking at maybe going for the Kingfisher. That, I suppose it's a medium range shot either way. going to overheat. She's going to go for the gold here. Overheating. Looks like she only got 3 hits, 2 hits. That is not. Oh, there's a structure. That's an engine hit on the Kingfisher. That's going to be interesting.
So you bring your own. You can bring 5 3s.
Okay, so that was not on the Kingfisher. That was at the Crab. That was an engine hit on the Crab, so that is definitely going to slow him down a little bit, or at least prevent him from firing quite a bit. So the Crab has, I think, 2 structure left.
5, 7.
3 structure left on the Crab. It's got an engine hit, so it is running hot right now because it did fire. So it'll be at heat 1. We're already, looks like we're already firing it? No. We are already firing. They are just going real fast. They're not even putting TMMs down. Oh, that is 2 engine hits on the Crab. The Crab is gone. Oh my goodness. That was pretty fast. I was going to say, they didn't even put... oh, thanks, Vandal. They didn't even put TMMs down. The Crab was just all of a sudden gone. That's how fast this thing is going. This is crazy. All right, we're going to see if the... Ooh. Cyclone definitely not being very ladylike right now. That looks like that is not quite the end. 2 structure left. 2 structure left. She is giving him the bird. I believe that is the end. Oh, Cyclone goes down. That was a close one. That was a full armored up Kingfisher. So there was no coming back. That he was going to be able to pretty much take the hold of this whole match, and Cyclone knew it right there at the end. So this is going to be the last turn, finishing the turn that they're on, but this game is over. So that'll be very interesting. Looks like we got a... Oh, she's pulling the age card. What just happened?
She shut down with 2 structure left in her deployment zone, and there's a minute left. I could roll dice, hold still and shoot, but if she shut down, I'd kill her or win.
Finish the round!
Oh,
So nice.
So the Crockett shut down in her deployment zone, and Mr. Brute, the big softy, the big teddy bear that he is, just let it go to the end of game. So she gets to keep the 60, well, she gets to keep 32 points on her. So it's still a loss. I don't know what they're doing now, but I'm gonna. That's a lot of birds on the stream.
She said no hug. I said fine. I'm shooting you.
Oh, denied him the hug, so he said, okay, fine, I'm gonna shoot her, and she goes down. No points for Cyclone. Board wipe. That is how this game goes, ladies and gentlemen. No mercy for the unwilling. My goodness. All right, so you know what we do here. We throw up the winner. Yeah, it looks like we have a... uh-oh, where is it? Which one? There it is. Mr. Brute is the winner. Look at this. I even got a little winner. I even got a winner. Oh, yeah. The right-hand seat is awfully hot right now. The right-hand seat is 2-0 right now. So it might just come down to who's sitting in the seat. Yeah, sir.
That was very Jade Falcon of her on the victory.
Yeah, it was very Jade Falcon of her. Oh well, we will see. Sounds like the Colorado boys. I'll go tell Gideon Colorado wants to see him on the stream. We will see if he won that match, and if he is, I will get him on here. So I will go give him congratulations from the Colorado guys. Looks like he's pretty happy, so it looks like he won. So that might help things out a little bit. So I will leave you with the parting music, and I'm going to go check on Gideon.
Gideon, did you win? Charles, you win?
Oh, the Colorado guys are disappointed in you. He said he did lose for you Colorado guys. Gideon lost, but he did scream at me saying I went up against the Daishi, which is true. Matt pulled a Daishi Direwolf A out of the blind box, so that's going to be awfully hard to beat. So that could be interesting. We will see what happens on the next turn. Again, we will be right back with round 3. So until then, we're going to go ahead and start round 3 here soon. everybody. Welcome back. It's round 3. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, this is going to be a good matchup, but we have round 3 of the Alpha Strike Draft. We've got Mr. Brute versus Sean Goolsby, both 2-0. Looking at the top dogs right now, you've seen both of these lists. Sean's got the Night Star, Shelly Brubaker with the Sniper PSA, 85 monster points. The Hellhound 3 and the Piranha rounding out his list. Mr. Brute coming in with the Kingfisher, the Summer Prime, and the Crab 27B. This could be interesting. I know Sean's got that big monster of the Night Star, which is going to do a lot of damage. There's no doubt about that. But we saw in the first round.
Hey, come on, lead table. You're supposed to be by an example.
We're having a gentleman's conversation.
None of that.
So again, you're definitely gonna be able to see the strategies that they played out in the first game, second game. So we will see how Brute is going to combat the massive damage output that Night Star does. It looks like Brute won initiative, so.
Ready? Is everybody ready?
Looks like last round, ladies and gentlemen. This is the last round. Okay.
All right, and start.
We have started the clock. 30 minutes. Last round. 3 rounds being played here in this first ever Alpha Strike Draft. So far, I've been talking to the players in the short breaks that we've got. Overwhelming success. Everyone is having a great time. A couple of things that maybe need to be tweaked. I have heard some of the players say that the special pilot abilities that come with the pilot cards, some are just kind of garbage and some are really, really good. So there's really no in between there. Obviously, you pay for the pilots. For instance, Sean's Night Star, Shelly Brubaker has the Sniper ability, which is basically medium range is only a +1 and long range is only a +3 or a +2. So that is combined with a pilot skill 1 pilot card. That is brutal. That Night Star dishes out 6 points at short, 6 points at medium range. So it is going to put a hurt on anything that gets in front of that thing. It will be very interesting to see if there is going to be a concerted effort to do a lot of concentrated fire. Of course, the Crab moves into the bottom of the screen where we can't see it. It is a classic Brute move. I think he does it just to get under my skin. So I'm going to have to go now, move the camera a little bit, so I'll be right back.
You were here.
There we go. So I believe the strategy is to get them to shoot at the Crab. I think what he's doing is he's trying to flash something shiny out there. See if it takes a turn, but it's not going to work. Auto hits. The Kingfisher stayed. Auto hit 6 damage right away on the Kingfisher. Just like that. So he's
Just looking for criticals here.
Yep, he might as well roll because he could get natty. Oh, he got a natty 12. I was gonna say that's why you roll the dice. You can get a natural 12 and get an automatic crit. So there's no reason to just say, oh, just take 6 damage. He got a natural crit. It could be huge. No. 7 MP hit on a Kingfisher. Oh, no, he rolled a 9. No critical. Oh, my goodness. Sean's luck is still following him around by not being able. Critical charge. Right there. They're going to have one. Kevin. Sorry about that. Have a look around. Silly me. Sorry about that, everybody. About the sudden yell. I had to grab a crit chart. All right, so that was an awfully brutal round by none other Sean Goolsby. So we're gonna see if we can't have some return fire here. Uh-oh. All right, I'm gonna guess. Ooh, Piranha goes down. Interesting. So he put the Piranha at the top. It looks like the Kingfisher just took him out. No problem. So right away, Brute takes a lead by eliminating that Piranha. Summoner's going to be going at the Night Star, I think. That looks like the Night Star took all 4 hits from the Summoner. That is going to be rough. Rough. Let's see if I can give you guys a shot of the Night Star's card there. I cannot, so...
So we're on the next round, right?
3 damage on the Night Star. Sean wins initiative again. Kingfisher looks like it's got 1 armor left. So, right now, points leader is Brute. He is in the lead right now because that wonderful shot by the Kingfisher to take that Piranha, just erase it off the board. This is huge for Brute because now that's a gun off the table. I don't care how big the Night Star is, you still need guns on the table. No, they do not pull new mechs. They play all 3 rounds with the 3 mechs that they were drafted. I was just corrected on how the draft went. The players pick 3 random boxes, then they open all 3 boxes, and they have the option to pick one of the 3 mechs to keep, and they pass the other one to the left, and then get whatever the person to their right sends them. So they do get full knowledge of all 3 blind boxes that they get, and they got to pick the best one out of the 3. So at least you get an option. It's not totally without choice, but this is, so far, lots of people having fun. Everybody's having a good time. It's very fast. I mean, we started this at 7 o'clock, I think. No, not even that. 8 o'clock, maybe. And we're rolling right around. Round 3 already. There's 23 minutes left in the round. Each round is 30 minutes long. Looks like Sean is going to try to sneak that Hellhound up and get in that Kingfisher's face right now. Sorry about the... Gonna try to get in that Kingfisher's face over there. He has been hiding, elected to stay still. So, looks like Brute is going to... see, this would be interesting if Brute turns both the Summoner and the Kingfisher onto that Hellhound. He could probably burn him down, and then it's just the Night Star left. And that, I don't think anybody wants that, because the Night Star is probably going to take the Kingfisher down. That's probably no doubt. But that still leaves the Summoner and the Crab almost untouched. Unfortunately, I think the Crab just whiffed on the Night Star. That is not good. So unfortunately, if they get stuck with the Hunchback Spider and Mongoose, they can up their pilot skills to try to get to 150. So you'd probably have a pilot skill 1 Hunchback Spider and Mongoose to get to that 350 or 150 points. But yeah, it's kind of the luck of one. What did you pull, and what do you get handed to you? So it's like I said, it's all sort of luck, but you do get to adjust your PV and raise your skills. You can take the pilots that usually have an SPA with them, so hopefully that helps. Brute is not having a good time. This is not good for Brute because he is whiffing left and right. Both. Oh, okay. So he does get a weapon hit on that Hellhound. So that's good. It's in the structure. So that is definitely a positive. One more round. Looks like Sean's got 4s to hit from the Hellhound to the Kingfisher. That is going to be a crit. Yep. MP hit. I think that's 2 MP hits on the or 1 MP hit, 2 MP hits. I'm going to have to double check on that. I'll be right back. Never mind. Kingfisher is gone. Just like that. Okay, so I was going to say two concentrated rounds of fire from that Nightstar and the Hellhound. It is definitely going to take out that Kingfisher. It wasn't going to last that long. And I think the Nightstar still gets to nope. TMM dice are getting erased. New round coming your way. We got initiative rolls.
Come on, baby, it's a good one. I can do it. I can do it. Yes, I did it.
Ooh. The initiative wins are kind of killing Brute right now. He really needs to be able to do that. He's going to get real nice and tidy with that Nightstar. He is just begging Sean to shoot at him with that crab. But Sean knows better. He knows that Thor is the new threat. So with that Kingfisher going down, Sean definitely takes the lead point-wise. 69 points for Sean. Brute only has the 30 points from the Piranha going down. Yeah, again, this is the first ever Alpha Strike draft box set, or not box set, Alpha Strike draft. So I'm sure notes will be taken, players will be interviewed. We'll get this down. Again, Wolfnet Radio did not come up with these rules. These are someone else's rules, James Topa's rules. And he is here overseeing everything, making sure it's running smoothly. So big shout out to Topa for bringing this to us, so we can give the 18 players that showed up tonight a chance to experience this. I think like I said, I think everyone's having a good time. I think this is a hit. Just got to make sure Catalyst is able to keep those blind boxes coming our way, because without the blind box, you can't really do it. But I suppose you don't need to buy them. You can take your collection, mix them up, put them in boxes, and then run a draft at your house or at your local game store with the miniatures you already own. It's a really fun way to do it. It's just nice when you get new miniatures at the end of the day. You don't quite know what you're going to get, but new miniatures are always nice. And you might be able to have to play something you might not normally play, which is always a good thing, because without trying different mechs and stuff that's outside of your comfort range, you'll never know how good those mechs are. So I think this is a good experience for players to try new mechs, new stuff. Okay, the Hellhound is definitely trying to get into long range of both the Crab and the Thor. Does not want to get shot. Brute is going after everything but that Nightstar. So Yep, he's gonna. Oh, that looks like a good roll. Is that green? Oh, 2 8s. He's got 2 8s there. I believe the Hellhound is gone. He is not even rolling the critical hit, so I think the Thor took the Hellhound out. Now it is time to focus on that Nightstar. 16 minutes left in this round. Depending on what that Nightstar decides to point its guns at, it's probably going to erase that crab. Oof, that's a tough roll. There's a lot of 1s and 2s in there. 1, 2, 3. Looks like 3 damage on the Nightstar. And that has plenty of armor.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to hit. Oh, I got weapon damage on that guy. 9 to hit.
Okay, so the Thor and the crab are relatively unhurt until just now. Looks like the Hellhound put 1 damage on the crab. Nightstar is going to auto hit for 6. Hellhound goes down, so.
Untouched, right? Both untouched.
Sean's right now trying to figure out if he wants to split fire or if he wants to try to deal as much damage as he can to that crab. Nope, he's going to send everything at the Thor right now. So he's got 4s to hit, 6 dice going at the Thor. He's got 4s to hit. Looks like he hit with everything. Everything is going at the Thor. Thor takes 6 damage. That should be able to cover it with armor. But I think all the armor is gone on that Thor, so he elected to not do anything with that crab, which is, I think Sean recognized the Thor is probably the bigger threat, but it's 2 mechs down to 1. This is kind of playing in Brute's favor right now, but that Nightstar can erase things pretty fast. You saw it was only 4s to hit for that Nightstar. From medium range, the Thor has a 2 TMM and it has partial cover. It's still only 4s to hit because that Nightstar is staying still, which negates its pilot skill of 1. So basically it has a 0 pilot skill while it stands still. So you know that crab is just going to sit there and harass that Nightstar as much as it can. Brute needs 1 good round. Brute needs 1 good round of firing on that Nightstar to try to get some critical hits on that. The Nightstar only has 4 or 5 structures, so if he can whittle away that armor and get into the inside of that Nightstar, he can maybe try to get a fire control system hit on it. Even maybe an engine hit or something. Alright, so he's splitting fire. Sean's splitting fire between the, looks like 5 damage going, or 5 dice going to the Thor, 1 damage going to the crab.
1, 2, 2 That's adding it. 0, 1 range, 2 partial.
That's right, because of the sniper. He's trying to get cocky and just roll 1 dice because he only needs 2s to hit. So 5 points of damage to the Thor.
Out of hits, I would have only done 4, but I didn't do that math before I chose that. So
0, 1, 1 for sniper.
and then 1 just looking for a critical here. Not a critical.
No critical. Thor took 5 damage.
There's always a chance. Let's take a chance.
Crab's got 4 damage.
Haven't you already shot?
I
did.
I haven't shot. Thor had nothing. No, I didn't get out.
Yeah.
The game's going so fast.
Wait, so we talk about this? Hold on.
No, did you not shoot back? You haven't shot back. Shoot back. Sorry.
I was gonna say
I was totally ahead of myself there.
had a slight miscommunication of not shooting or not, so I was about ready to go to the video booth to make sure that this didn't happen, but they did determine that Brute has not shot yet. So, little miscommunication there, no problem. As you said, it looks like they all hit. This could be huge because that Night Star only has one or two armor left. So the Crab needs to put everything into it, needs to hit, needs to get a critical. So needs to get a critical here. This is a big roll. Oh, that looks like a possible hedge, natty crit. Ooh, that's going to be a critical. Okay, he didn't quite kill him, but this is going to be 5, no critical. That's unfortunate. There's 10 minutes left in the round. The Night Star has 2 structure left, I believe. I will double check that.
Hold still. I'm going to wipe him out. So I guess the only question is if
2 structure left on the Night Star. There's a miscalculation. Sean had a miscalculation. He thought he would be able to wipe that Crab off the board. He miscalculated the armor. So now... Now he has to decide how he's going to... So the situation is the Night Star has 2 structure left. The Thor and the Crab are hunting it down. It is now finally moving just to get the 1 TMM so it can have some sort of defense. The Thor has stayed, I believe, and I'm not 100% sure if he has either forgotten to move his movement dice or the Thor is staying just to make sure that it can get a better shot. Looks like the Thor stayed. The Crab is still going after it. The Thor is... Oh, the Crab is hot. The Crab has been overheating, it looks like, just to do some damage to the dang thing. So, tends to hit, it looks like. 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think he got a hit there. I don't think so. Okay, so...
I think these are out of it. 2, 3. No, it's not all it is. It's 2, 3, 4. To hit.
So he needs 4s to hit to go after the Crab. He needs to...
3s to hit. Let's go 1, 2, 3. 3s to hit.
Yep. Pilots go 1. It's not overheated. I think he needs these all to hit to take that Crab out. All of these to hit that Crab. No snake eyes, otherwise he misses. Oh. Got close on a couple. Good game. Okay, so that was still pretty close. That Night Star was 2 structure down. Sean Goolsby takes the win. He advances to 3-0. He is round 3 a winner. Oh, not there. Right over here. Goolsby breaks the right-hand seat curse, becomes the winner of round 3, and I believe advances to 3-0. Normally with this many players, we would have 4 rounds, so I am not sure if we are going to a round 4 or not, but Sean has beaten Brute. So close, though. That Night Star had 2 structure left on it. Literally just a breath of wind would have knocked it over. But it looks like it was just a little too much, a little too late. That thing just deals out so much damage, it's tough to deal with. There is 6 minutes left, so they actually finished this game before the or the time limit. So, so kudos to Sean. He moves on to 3-0. Brute goes to 2-1. So, yes, it is crippled. So it does get half of the points of that Night Star, which is a bunch. So, again, thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the chat. We're going to take a quick break till I can figure out if we're doing another round or not. So, I will be right back. And again, Sean Goolsby, winner of round 3.
So I got one victory condition, but he got one victory condition. We didn't tie up on the second one.
Good evening, everybody. Coach here from Wolfnet Radio Podcast, coming to you live from the Battle Barn in Martinsville, Indiana. Just finishing up a 3-round tournament of the very first Alpha Strike draft. That's right. This was a blind box draft. Every player opened 3 boxes that they randomly picked out of a big, awesome pool of the blind box individual mechs that were graciously donated by Aries Games and Miniatures. Thank you, Derek at Aries Games and Miniatures. Okay. We're doing final results here, so I'm going to.
You're good, back there. You look good.
All right. I want to thank you guys.
We're going to switch it over to.
Couple things. I'm going to tell you a couple of things already that I'm going to change. That way you guys don't have to feedback, right?
We'll listen in here.
Every game area is going to have a copy of the rules so that we know how to score. Okay. They're going to have a copy of the.
Actually, I tell you what, we'll be right back, and we'll get James Topa on to go ahead and give his thoughts. So we'll be right back. One moment, and we will continue this in a second. So just hold on 1 second, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Just a program note, we are actually going to start another stream after this one. I'm going to end this stream. We'll start another one, and we'll get James Topa on here to go over exactly what's going on. So, again, thank you, everybody, for watching. Be sure to tune in and subscribe to the Wolfnet Radio podcast. We will be right back with James Topa answering some questions after the stream ends. So